This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
And welcome back, everyone. We're going to talk about something that seems to be so simple, but a lot of times we overlook it. And sometimes we don't realize the impact this simple thing can have on other people. One word, kindness. That's it. Showing kindness toward others. But what does that mean? How does that look? And we know we should be doing it, but how does it affect somebody else? We're going to talk about that today. I love her energy, her vibration, her positivity. She is an amazing psychotherapist, works with people based in Massachusetts, but all over the world. And it's so great to have her back with us. Dr. Hadass Harel is here. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm good, actually. It's so good to see you, Steve.
You too. I know
really great to
we had
see
some
you.
challenges with the weather over the last couple of weeks. You had some challenges with flights getting back into the country. Everything resolved. It's all good. And you know what? I just thought of something. For all of us, think about this for a moment. When was the last time you expressed kindness to a stranger?
Well, actually today, we try to, when we have an interaction with people, how we answer matters. Someone just gives you your change, and they're decent to you or they're not decent to you. How do you respond? Do you bark back, or do you try to say, well, they must have had a bad day. Let's turn that day for them. Or do you appreciate the fact that even though they're doing such a small job, they probably don't get paid very much, but they make this effort. So are we going to honor this in some way? Because we have to honor those efforts. Because the truth is that when someone is just nice to you, it makes your day.
Right.
If you are just going and buying coffee, or when you are going to CVS and you need something and you're rushing, and someone even just doesn't present an obstacle, it makes a difference. And so we have to honor this in some way because it makes such a big difference. And especially people in those small places, their lives are not easy. And yet if they are going to say, well, have a nice day, God bless you, whatever, we have to say something back. We have to say, have a great day. We have to say, I hope your day gets better from here on. We have to say, look at the sunshine. We have to say something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
true.
just us that are in positions to do this. Sometimes it's the littlest people that spread that magic fairy dust.
You know what I see from what you said? You could be having the worst day ever. Things present. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a half hour ago. I went to the gym that I usually go to. Haven't been there in a long time. My card expired. And coincidentally, and I'm going to share this, coincidentally, I had some skin cancer surgery. So I wasn't working out. But I went to the counter a couple of times because it's right around the corner and said, hey, here's what's going on. I had surgery, so and the card declined. When I'm able to come back in, I'll give you my card and we'll all be good. I go in today for the first time in a long time, all ready to work out. I said, here's my card just to renew everything, all good. They told me I'm in collections.
What?
Thank you. I'm like, what? Said, yeah, well, your card, we couldn't run it, so we put you in collections. I'm like, I've been in here and I've told you, my status, and like,
oh, that's nutty.
Where is the notification? where is any information that, well, we sent you emails. I said, all right, scroll. Here you go. Here's your 3 emails. And it says nothing about collection. Those were from months ago. And they said, there's an issue with your card. Yes, apparently my card, um, the date on it changed. Sometimes you continue using a card with no issues, apparently not there. And I said, I'll give you a new card on next time I come in. All good. So I wasn't happy, to say the least. 10 minutes
This
later,
is
I
bad customer service.
100%. I have to get them proof now that I had surgery, so they take me out of collections. So I just sent some emails and texts to the doctors. But here's why I brought this up. It bothered me. And I'm like, okay, we'll get this resolved. But I said, I never get frustrated to the person at the counter and the manager, the general manager. They brought him out. I said, I
Yes.
am now. I'm just telling you. But seeing you and flipping the script of even looking at the sunshine coming through your light, the light coming through in your window, I'm looking at it differently. Like, it'll get resolved. Why am I worrying about that? There's more important things. We're here. We're breathing. Things are okay. I find that when you roll on the side of positivity, these moments of adversity kind of go away much faster. In another, 5 years ago, before I
Exactly.
this would go on for
Yes.
days. Now I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I'll send him a text. I'll send him an email.
No, I'll give you an example of exactly the opposite. Because I had a car accident. This woman hit me for no reason. A really bad car accident just before I went on my trip. And so they fixed my car to perfection. But of course, it was extensive damage. So the value of my car, my lovely car, dropped a lot. And so I called the place, and I just found out from Carfax.
Mm. Mm.
And so because they wrote me an email. So I called the place that repaired it. They said you have to call your insurance company. I called them. They said you have to call the other insurance company. So I called them, and they were just so sweet. They were so kind. They were so lovely. They were caring. They were caring about my injury.
Mm.
They gave me all this information. Who will take care of it? I mean, they couldn't do anything about it. Obviously, their value is diminished, but they're going to send me some sort of a check to compensate me for the reduced value.
Mm.
And they said, just because they were talking to me, they liked me. As we were having conversation, they're going to take care of it. In other
Nice.
words, they're going
Nice.
to take care of it. But it was in the nature of conversation. They were doing what they should be doing.
Mm.
So I think what ultimately your gym should be doing, but they should have what they will do eventually, they should have immediately gone into motions doing as opposed to being rigid. No one should be rigid ever for even 1 minute because it's not healthy for the soul.
I did my part by going in there and verbally telling the counter person 2 occasions. I was just passing by. It's literally 800 feet from where I am here. And to be honest,
Yes,
I'm
so
on the
you
fence.
were trying to teach by example. You were trying to facilitate the opposite of rigidity.
What else could I do except like call them, call
Teach
them?
by
Like,
example, exactly. And I had every reason to be annoyed because this woman hit me.
mm,
She could have killed me. She denied that she was at fault. This is her insurance company, but they took responsibility. They were nice about it. That's all I wanted. Just be
mm.
nice about it. Don't be rigid. That's all I wanted. I didn't even want people to, I mean, in a perfect world, they would say, well, we'll increase the value of your car back. They can't do that. So they will do the next best thing, and mostly in life, all we can get is the next best thing. And that's all we're asking for. I mean, they can't restore things back to normal. They can't undo damage. They can't make it so things that happen would unhappen. In life, we can't have things unhappen. All we want is for people to be nice about it, to show kindness, to show generosity, to have a nice attitude. And that's what it really is. It's like life is full of discomfort and injustice and annoyances. And there is so much stuff in life that is dumb. And there is so much stuff that is done unnecessarily, and like people hit each other in parking lots all the time because they drive badly. But there is so much goodwill, and there's so many attempts to do things right. So people can be rigid unnecessarily and act like it's the law of the universe to be charging and overcharging and be stiff and unreasonable about something for no reason, or they can waive a fee just because they realize that they charged it for no reason, which would just makes more sense.
There's always a solution, and kindness is the route to go. And even if we look at it a different way, you walk into a coffee shop, Starbucks, whatever it might be, and
Yes.
with authenticity, not just saying it just to say it, but you say hi to the person making your coffee, and let's just say, you like their hair, like what they're wearing, and it's coming from a genuine place. Say it. If you feel it, say it. Hey, your hair looks great, by the way. Just want to let you know. We're so afraid to do that because of judgment. Like, oh, look at the weird person over there talking about my hair. No, we're just being friendly, but we're afraid to do it. But here's the thing. That person may be having a horrible day, and who knows what they might be thinking in terms of negativity.
You may have just uplifted that whole segment of their day.
You may have saved their life. Let's be real.
Exactly.
It's possible. It's possible. They may be
Or
going through.
maybe even just saying thank you because it's the first thank you that they heard all day.
And say it
And
with
that is
intention.
the truth, that people just work so hard. I just found out one of my neighbors, an older guy, a drunk, mind you, an abusive drunk, mind you, is going to, just had to leave. Probably is going to go to a nursing home. Turns out couldn't afford his place is paid for. Turns out he didn't have enough money because he retired when he was 62, which none of us should do. Now we're finding out. Turned out he couldn't afford his condo fees. So now we're finding out, turns out he probably couldn't afford his health insurance, which if only he asked me, I could have put him on state insurance. If he only asked me. And sometimes he thinks he's my friend. He could have asked me, but he was probably embarrassed to ask.
True.
Because that's his only income. That's all he makes. But he also drinks, which is expensive, and he smokes a lot of pot, which is expensive. But still, I could have hooked him up with state insurance, which probably would have saved this fiasco. So I'm saying we should be grateful. Like we don't know the hidden like poverty people get themselves into out of not asking sometimes.
Mm. You know, that's another
Like,
thing, Hadash, a wonderful thing you just brought up there, in that, and not just that circumstance, but anything. We're always afraid to ask somebody for help. We feel that it's a burden on the other person, they're busy, et cetera, et cetera. More times than
oh,
not.
well, we have this hidden vanity also. Like we think we know better, or we think the other person is a stupid little girl. I mean, do I look like a stupid little girl to you?
No, not at all. Never did, never will.
So seriously, I mean, I'm saying, what was he thinking?
Mm.
Also, what was anyone thinking retiring at 62? Don't ever do that. Don't any of us ever do that.
You know,
Anybody listening to us, don't ever retire at 62.
you know what? I had this conversation with somebody recently, and if you look at the return that you'll get, Social Security, retiring at 62 as opposed to 70, at least what I'm
Good
seeing,
God, don't do it. Anyone listening to us, wait.
it's like double. It's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
I
Don't
totally agree.
don't do it. Don't do it. And also think about health insurance, wait, and go on state insurance. So I'm saying the things that are revealed, sometimes people don't, sometimes other solutions are so obvious, but people are too cocky to consult someone that knows.
Hmm.
And that comes from lack of one. I mean, seriously, that also falls under lack of gratitude, not wanting to be grateful to someone who will decipher this.
Hmm.
It's so easy to go and find out about Social Security, so easy to go and find out about health insurance. There are ways to fix these things.
There's a solution for everything. There really is. You know, if you think hard enough, you work. Sometimes things take a little bit of work. Can be frustrating. Like I have to take part of my day and get medical records so I can show the gym. Like it, even though I was in there and already told them, they never asked for anything. I am going to just to clear this up
But
and be
you
done.
know what the difference between people like us? We are humble, frequently humble, and more humbled as we go. Don't we get humbled periodically? I mean, I enjoy it even. I so frequently am humbled into gratitude. It's one of the favorite things in my life, where I become more grateful about something, and that really humbles me.
Mm. You know, that's it. Gratitude. That's what I was saying before. Where in a little gym situation I have there, seeing and by the way, the light come through in your window, you don't know what's going on right now.
No, I do because I see myself. It's a
It's
blessing.
like
I
the light
think every
changed.
time I say something that makes sense, it's like the finger of the universe is on me.
It's the
It's telling me
weirdest,
to pay attention.
coolest thing where you're not trying to change the way the sun is coming through, but the angle of the sun is right in back of you. And I wouldn't change a thing. Yeah, it's quite
It's a
striking the way this looks.
blessing. We are being blessed.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I want to just go back on that one part in that don't be afraid to ask for help from others. So many of us hold back. We're afraid that we're going to burden the other person. We don't want to be a pain or anything like that. However, we don't realize that when you ask somebody for help, you're doing them a justice. People want to help. And if they can't, they'll tell you. But many times, yeah, I got you. Let me help you out with that. Sometimes it's so simple. But you have to realize that you're doing something for them. It makes them feel good to help somebody else. It's not a burden. Now, if you overdo it and keep asking and keep draining the other person, that's something different. I'm just saying a one-off, whatever it might be, ask for help and do it
And I'll
because
tell you something else.
it's
You
two-way.
do something for them, they do something for you. You do something for them again, they do something for you. It weaves back and forth like a figure eight, and that makes community.
Yes. It's an exchange of energy.
Precisely. When I came back in the country, the awesome guy who digs our snow here went and had my car ready for me, even though my car was not staying here, was staying with friends. But he went and had my car ready over there because my friends couldn't deal with all the cars they had there. So he went and took care of my car over there because he just couldn't even fathom that I will not have a ready car when I came back in the country because he's just awesome like that.
Mm.
Because that's being a community. And we all take care of each other. We do things for each other.
We don't realize how much of an impact we make just with kindness. The simple thing,
And we all, when we are grateful for each other, the answer is usually, but I already owe you. You did something for me before.
Well, the grateful and the gratitude thing, that we've talked about that before and how far that goes, where I usually reply to every email with the word thank you. And I'm not trying to just use the word thank you. If you look, and not even deep, there's always a reason to say thank you. Think about it in every email you return. There's usually something you can say thank you for. And it's real. I did every single email. It's amazing how it all works. Especially if you're returning an email, you already started an energetic exchange. So there should be some gratitude there as well. Just be kind.
And it's you know the concept of putting your bread on the water, making a gesture, a future gesture, because you know you will need these people in your court
Yep.
at future times.
Always wonderful talking with you. I see the light, literally.
Yes.
If anybody's struggling or wants someone to walk the journey with you, how do they find you, Hadass?
Well, there's my number. It's 508-631-7649. And there's also BetterHelp where I work. And it's in all states of the country and also in Canada now. And they take health insurance, which is kind of awesome. And they can also reach us here because we can, if they ask us to talk about a particular topic, we will.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And,
Even a comment about what we're talking about today, kindness. Maybe somebody did something nice for you, or vice versa, or you were able to help somebody, or even gratitude. Instant feedback, steve@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to keep it anonymous, that's fine too. Yeah, just reach out. Hadass, always great talking with you. Loving the sunshine that you got coming through there. And the timing was perfect, and we didn't even plan it. That's the way it was supposed to happen, right?
Yes, just the right amount of sunshine
Yeah.
came to us.
Appreciate you. Love what you do, and looking forward next time we get together.
Take care.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.